Guidelines for healthy living. Good health is an essential ingredient for human happiness because it contributes to building a healthy and productive population. A balanced diet, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and taking things in moderation are the essential factors to promote good health. Most essential guidelines to create health. Eating food without pesticides. Pesticides and insecticides used in industrial agriculture are full of harsh chemicals. Although pesticides help protect produce against insects, bacteria, molds, and other pests, they can cause harm to human health. These chemicals are taken up by plants, animals, soil, and can become part of the food we eat. It's essential to know what foods high in pesticides we need to avoid, buy organic and wash and handle appropriately before ingesting them. We must take great care to clean and wash them properly. A simple rinse, rub, and scrub is all it takes to remove pesticides. We should also soak farm produce in a solution of water and baking soda. 2 cups of water, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 minutes of soaking are all it takes. Finding out an individualized diet. Diets should be individualized and tailored to fit each person to provide the necessary nutrients to develop healthy tissue and stay healthy. Our lifestyle, level of activity, and health issues dictate the foods we should consume. We need to make sure our diet meets the nutritional requirements our body and age needs. A proper diet is a large part of a healthy lifestyle, but it fits our unique circumstances, work schedule, family, preferred exercise, body type, and target weight loss or gain. Taking all the needed supplements. We should have a varied diet rich in vitamins and minerals that provides all the essential nutrients that our body needs. It can be challenging knowing if there are nutritional gaps in our diet unless signs and symptoms of deficiency manifest in our body and mind. Some supplements can address these problems by providing nutrients that could be missing. Shilajit is an excellent substance for boosting our overall health. It contains vital nutrients and trace minerals for the proper functioning of our bodies. This resin can be used as a nutrient supplement, just like multivitamins. We highly recommend Perblack for authentic, all-natural Shilajit. Reducing salt and sugar intake. Consumption of highly sugared products has increased the risk of various chronic diseases, including heart disease and diabetes. Although the maximum daily recommended is 24 grams of added sugars, people continue consuming more than 3 times of the recommended amount. Refined sugars refer to those sugars naturally occurring from carbohydrate sources. We recommend you to cut down on these types of sugars and excess carbohydrates, which is the primary reason leading to obesity. Fruits contain naturally occurring sugar that is better assimilated by the body, plus the bonus of other nutrients and fiber. To cut down on sugar, it is essential to check the labels of packaged food, as these contain a lot of added sugars. Also, experts recommend ingesting less sugary foods and looking for healthier options with less processed sugar and preservatives. In addition, consuming fresh foods that you prepare is a better alternative because you can control the amount of salt, Adding herbs and spices to your dish is also a great way to better the flavor without introducing too much salt. It also helps if you understand the different food groups and have at least a basic grasp of nutrition. When you go to your local grocery, you already know what foods to add to your cart. Drinking plenty of water. Drinking water is crucial to health because it replaces the fluids lost each day from physical activity and normal involuntary processes like breathing, urination, and skin evaporation. Water is a nutrient with a higher significance than food. A man can live without food for 3 straight weeks, but it only takes around 4 days for a man to die from dehydration. Bodily fluids maintain fundamental physiological functions like transportation of nutrients, circulation, absorption, and digestion. Inadequate intake of water presents a whole host of problems like dry skin, constipation, fatigue, kidney stones, and in extreme cases, death. The amount of water intake will depend on each person, as his unique lifestyle and physical activity vary. A more active person will likely need more water since they will lose more. Each person needs to tailor their water needs according to their lifestyle, physical activity, or diseases and ailments. Keeping our mind in balance. The physical body cannot be disconnected from the mind and environment because all the components are interconnected and inseparable and should be considered when talking about holistic approaches to health. Illnesses are a manifestation of misalignment within our whole being and not just our physical selves. Many illnesses are a result of mental toxicity. Negative emotions can result in physical diseases. Meditation is one of the most effective practices to achieve a healthy and balanced mind, keeping away negative thinking patterns. This practice brings peace into our minds, helps us to avoid all the noise and distractions of society. Engaging in physical activity. Exercise and other forms of physical activity trigger brain chemicals such as endorphins that fight off stress and make you happier and more relaxed. These chemicals condition our muscles, our bones, and joints and help in weight loss. Exercise is a component of health where you can have good options to choose whichever activity matches your lifestyle, schedule, environment, natural preferences, and goals. Changing unhealthy habits to healthy ones. We need to cultivate good habits first instead of removing the negative ones. Bad habits are almost always triggered by something stressful, such as excessive work and exposure to technology. The greatest treasure is our health. No amount of money can ever buy good health. As our lifestyles change, adherence to the simple rules that keep us healthy gets more complicated. It is a growing concern that lifestyle diseases continue to rise, including depression among young people. However, prevention is still better than cure. We need to remember that being healthy in both mind and body is achievable and will not cost us too much money. All we need to do is follow the rules that keep us fit physically and mentally.